Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Phantasia. I almost said Suikoden, I'm not gonna lie. So, fun fact, when you go back to your house, if you go to the second room over here, you can rest for free. This doesn't move time along or anything, so there's no real reason not to do it, and it's free. So you're gonna need to save your money early on in the long run. Anyway, furthermore, we reached level 5, and Crest gained Swallow Dance. This is essentially an anti-air attack. And while I'm here, I'll also go over how arts change. So you see next to the art itself, there's a mastery, and however many times you use the art is about how much it takes to master it. I think it's 50 for normal base arts, and it's like 100 for arcane. I'll check myself on screen if I'm wrong. Usually your extra characters, they don't have mastery. The only person that does is Cress. So it's not necessary to swap party members into the main slot and get them with their art uses up. But you can if you want. It just doesn't change how their moves work, if that makes any sense. And so I have 200, and I should be able to buy the longbow. Now, there's a couple reasons why I want to do this. It's not necessary in the least. I know, it's X. I still get confused. The reason why, and I want to spend a little bit of stuff at the item shop as well, you will notice that I bought some magic lens. Oh, I'm out of money. Never mind. So magic lenses, they work the same in pretty much every Tales game. But in this one, it shows the enemy weakness as well as their maximum HP if you hold the R1 button down. I do want to take a minute to save, actually, while I'm here. Yes, we're going to save over this. Cool. And then the last thing I want to go over is when Chester hit level 5, he also gained the Ranger title. So we're just going to... While I'm here, we're just going to keep up on the fact that, like, my titles are increasing with us. If you go further in, we finally reach the forest, which is pretty cool. So the forest is interesting. I don't think it has any new enemies than the ones we've already seen. Dude, look, a boar. Bye. So the main goal of the first part of the game is to chase the boar down. If you go in the opposite direction of the boar, you usually find treasures and stuff. Let's see if this is an actual thing. Nope, no new enemies. But I will show this battle off specifically to show off that if you magic lens an enemy, there you go. Now its stats will appear while you're targeting them. I also point out the saving grace of... Oops, I fucked it up. I can't really afford to take damage here, too. The saving grace of manual mode is that if you keep attacking, your opponent won't really get a chance to do anything. The ones that I like doing this with specifically are down attack and up attack attack. Both of these moves will cancel out the animation of an enemy's attack if you time it correctly. So it's not overly difficult, but it is worth noting. Over here we get an apple gel, and then we're going to go up for a bit to get a life bottle, I believe. Easy. Here we go. There's the life bottle. Okay, so I don't think that there's anything else that we really need in the forest, so I'm going to go down here first, and then go right. Oh my god. Another reason why you want to be level 5 for this early, ahead. There it goes. Is that Crest will start gaining 2 TP back every round. Meaning he will essentially be able to use Demon Fang every round and still recover from it. So it's a lot better to have that safety net. Lost sight of it. Terrible decision. So if you've played Symphonia, this will seem a little familiar. Ugh. I love this game. So we had a vision. No luck. I saw some kind of ghost. And there's the boar. So this is a boss battle. We've got boar and piglet. So the boar, I just forgot what to do for a second. The boar, it's specifically, I think, is weak to fire, or they're both weak to fire. Once you kill the boar, I think the fight is over, actually. At level 5, this is extremely easy. If you ever get into a bad position, you can, oh yeah, the piglets ran. Oh well. Yeah, it's super simple at level 5, because you can just interrupt all of its attacks. Probably level from that. Oh no? Well. 5 to 6 is a pretty big jump. Fortunately, Chester's fire attack is actually super effective against all of them. Share the wealth. Yeah, so now you have super speed. Very convenient, honestly. Yes, so another cool thing about this game is that the music doesn't change when you enter battle in this state. It's just like, that's how necessary it is to get home quickly. And yeah, it's on fire. God damn it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so if you don't buy any of the weapons here, they are gone forever. You cannot buy them again. So it's pretty necessary. Oh, I don't think it's necessary, but it's nice to buy them early. And there's your mom. Yeah, it's just a very rough opening, honestly. And they even killed his sister. Again, 15 years old. He should not have had to deal with any of this at 15. So, while you're here, I want to go to the second floor up here. And there's a sword here. This is the Night Saber. It is extremely good, and it's fire elemental, which a lot of monsters are weak to. If you pick this up now, you will lose it later. Which I'm going to do anyways, because it gets outclassed pretty quickly in the area that we end up losing it at. I think it's also better for Slash, yeah. So, I think it's worth it. There are a couple people that don't really enjoy having the Night Saber because you can get it later on and it stays in your inventory. But there's no reason not to, in my mind. So I always end up picking it up. Once you leave here, I don't think you can go back into the village afterwards. Oh no, you can. Shit, never mind. Well, it's fine, I guess. But Chester will be busy burying the bodies, so we should just leave him to that. So now we have actual world map music. And I think this stays for quite a while. So our next goal is to go through the mountain pass and see our uncle. Yeah, I don't believe there's new enemies over here at all. So I think if we go south here, right? Yes. So I can't do anything here at the moment, but I need to put this on my map as a location so it shows up as a location that we can visit, because I constantly forget where this is most of the time. Yeah, still more birds. The other thing is that I know I need to go north, but I forget where the path is, so I might just get into some extra fights without meaning to. Well. Oh shit, there's a new enemy, a dingo. Well, I guess I'm showing that off. This is the up attack strategy. It's almost impossible for enemies to stop it once you start it, so it's very convenient. Oh, I got an orange shell from that too. That's pretty nice. And I leveled 6. I wish I cared about leveling up early. 5 is really the only part, there it is, that actually matters, because you get Swallow Dance, and essentially anything above you can be killed with it, since it downs an enemy. A statue? Which is convenient. So, what I think... what I want to do, I believe there is actually a thing up here. Yeah, so let's pull him out of the way. Oh, yeah, never mind. I actually need to go this way, my bad. Yes, I would, actually. I want to buy more... Oh, you don't sell lenses. I don't need any of this, actually. I suppose you can sell, your, old sword to this guy, and it would be fine, but... I don't really need to at the moment. So go left. Oh, no, I do actually need to go north. Whoops. Right, so... This is why you write good notes. I talked about this on the Suikoden 3 stream, where my notes are like 15-ish years old. I think there are new enemies here, right? Anacondas, yep. I can't lens them, unfortunately, because I'm out of lenses, but... Get off a Demon Fang. Everything here is weak to fire, so this new sword will sort of rip through them pretty quickly. Oh, I should also mention that there is no I Hate Gels title in this, so if you do get hurt and you need to heal, there's no reason not to heal. Nice. Another really cool thing about downing aerial enemies. Jeez. The other thing about downing aerial enemies is that once they're on the ground, they actually have to rise back up to attack you. So it gives you a pretty big advantage to being able to deal with them, actually. Oh my god. Okay, and so we get an orange gel and a life bottle. That's nice. If you go the other way, you skip the items, so it's actually better to go north this way, so you can actually get them. I don't believe that there is any... Yep, it's just straight up to the place. So we're gonna stop here for now. That's all for this edition of Let's Play Tales of Phantasia. This has been Ryu, and I'll see you next time. Bye!